Hello everyone. In this video we will see how we can multiply two radicals. So for that what you need to remember, let's recall from the previous video. If you are multiplying root A two times, it will give you A. If you are multiplying root of A with root of B is equal to root of A times B. Okay. Now if it is a square root, this is how it works. If it's a cube root, it's going to work in the same way. But for the cube root, you need the term to be repeated three times to get the value A. And if it is a cube root of A times cube root of B, you can write it as cube root of AB and so on. Okay. So let's start with an example. Like suppose you have minus 2 cube root of 3, sorry, square root of 3 multiply 3 root 18. So how you work with it? So here what you need to take care is you multiply number with number and the number inside the root with the numbers inside. So this minus 2 and 3 are outside the root sign. So you will write it as minus 2 times 3, and for these two terms root 3 and root 18 we will use this rule. Let me write first like root 3 times root 18. Okay. So you can write it as minus 6, and this term you can write it as root of 3 times 18. Okay. Now, instead of multiplying and then factorizing, what we will do, let's make the factors of 18. Okay. 18. How you can write? It is 6 times 3. How further you can write 6? It is 2 times 3 times 3. Okay. So now using this value of 18 here, let's see what we will get. We'll get minus 6 root of this 3 here. And in place of 18, we write 2 times 3 times 3. Okay. So this is how we replaced 18. Now, check. It's a square root. So it means we need two of the numbers outside. So this 3 and 3 comes outside the root side. So you'll get minus 6 times 3 root of 3 times 2. Okay, because 3 is one time, 2 is one time. It cannot come out of the root side. So it gives you minus 18 root 6. So this is how you multiply. Let's take another example. Root of 7 times 5 plus 2 root 7. So in this case, what you are going to do is you multiply this root with 5 root 7 and also with 2 root 7. So let's see how it works. So it is 5 multiply root 7. Root 7 multiply 5, right? So you cannot multiply this 5 inside with 7, okay? So you write like this, yes. Root 7 multiply 2 root 7, okay? It is always good to write the number before. So you can write it as 5 root 7 plus. Now if you look at this root 7 and root 7, so this will give you what? Yes, 7 multiply 2. You write 7 multiply 2 or 2 multiply 7. It's same. So 5 root 7 plus 14. This is the solution for this. Okay. Let's move to the next question. Suppose you have, say, 3 minus 2 root 7 multiplied by 5 minus 4 root 7. So in this case, what you have to do, when you do the multiplication, you multiply 3 with 5, 3 with 4 root 7. Also, you will multiply this whole 2 root 7 with 5 and with 4 root 7. This is how you simplify it. Okay. So let's work on it. This gives you, for this term, 3 multiply 5 minus, because here positive, here negative. 3 multiply 4 root 7. Now, you are multiplying minus 2 root 7 with positive 5. So, it give you negative. 2 root 7 multiply 5. Minus minus become plus. 2 root 7 multiply 4 root 7. Now, let's simplify. 3 times 5, 15. 3 times 4, 12 root 7. Now, here you multiply 2 with 5. 10 root 7. And then plus. 2 multiply 4 gives you 8. But you see here root 7 and root 7. So you get multiplied with 7. Okay. So this gives you 15 minus 12 root 7 minus 10 root 7 plus how much is 7 times 8? 56. Okay. Now you can add 15 and 56 together. So you can write it as 15 plus 56. Okay. And then minus. If you look at here, root 7 and root 7, same, right? This root 7 and root 7 is common. So you can take it as a common factor. What you left with? I'm taking the minus sign outside. So we left with 12 plus 10. So this gives you 71 minus 22 root 7. This is how you simplify. Okay, let's quickly take one more example. Like you have 3 plus root 5 and its power 2. So in this case, if you remember this formula, it will be easier for you. Like if you know a plus b power 2 is a square plus 2ab plus b square. If you know this formula, you can use this formula with a is equal to 3, b is equal to root 5, and you can easily work on. Okay, so it's good that if you remember these formulas, a plus b whole square is a square plus 2ab plus b square. Similarly, a minus b whole square is a square minus 2ab plus b square. We have one more formula, like if you have a minus b, a plus b, you can write it as a square minus b square. So if you remember these rules, it's going to be good for you. Okay. Suppose you don't know the rule, then what you can do is you can write power 2 means the same thing repeating 2 times. You can write it like this and then simplify how we did here in question number 3. Okay. So multiplying 3 with both the terms and then root 5 with both the terms. You will get 3 times 3, 3 root 5. Root 5 times 3, root 5 root 5. Which gives you 9, 3 root 5, 3 root 5 plus 5. So 9 plus 5, 14 plus 6 root 5. Okay, this is how you can do if you don't know the formula. Suppose you want to use the formula. So you can use in this way. So you have to solve in any one of the way, not both ways. Okay, so your A is 3, B is root 5 using rule 1. 3 plus root 5 and its power 2. You can write it as a square, that is 3 square, 2 a b plus b square. So this is your a, 2 a b square, a square, b square. Okay. Which one simplification gives you? Yes, 3 square is 9. 3 times 2, 6 root 5 plus 5. So see, we get the similar term. So it is 14 plus 6 root 5. So the answer is same. It doesn't matter whether you use the root or not, you'll get the same result. Let us quickly do this question. So again, you multiply 4. What you can do is You can multiply 4 with both the terms, and then you can multiply this root 2 with both the terms. Okay, so what this gives you? 4 times 4 minus 4 root 2 plus root 2 times 4 minus root 2 root 2. Why minus? Because plus and minus gives you minus. So you can see here this 4 root 2, 4 root 2 same with opposite sign. So cancels. 4 times 4 16 minus root 2 times root 2 is 2. So this gives you 14. Okay, this is one way. But if you remember this rule that a minus b times a plus b is a square minus b square, then by using this rule, you can directly solve it as like 4 plus root 2, 4 minus root 2. So both terms are same with this being a, this is b, a minus a plus b, a minus b. The difference is only in sign. So we can write it as a square minus b square. So this gives you a. A is 4 power 2 minus root 2 power 2, which is 16 minus 4. That is, sorry, 16 minus 2. Because root 2 2 times gives you 2. So gives you 14. So you can see that the answer is same. Okay. So this is how you can